Welcome to The Empowered Mom, a comprehensive guide to preparing for and having a healthy pregnancy. This program is designed to help you prepare your body, your mind, and environment before, during, and after pregnancy. As you move through each module, you will learn how your daily choices influence not only your health, but your baby's development and long-term well-being. Take your time as you go through the module, reflect as you go, and focus on progress, not perfection. Let's dive in. Welcome to Module 2, Epigenetics, how your daily choices and lifestyle shape your baby's future. Each part of the program is designed to build on the previous one, helping you move step by step toward a healthy and intentional pregnancy journey. In this module, you will focus on understanding the concepts and how to apply them in your daily life. Module 2 is about epigenetics and gene expression. You will understand that genes are influenced, not fixed. You will understand the power of lifestyle, the impact of nutrition, the concept of multigenerational influence, as well as the role of small, consistent choices in improving outcomes of pregnancy. By the end of the module, you will understand what epigenetics is, explain how lifestyle affects gene expression, recognize the multigenerational impact, and apply habits to support healthy outcomes. So, what is epigenetics? The Centers for Disease Control, or CDC, defines epigenetics as the study of how your behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. In other words, a pregnant woman's environment and behavior during pregnancy, such as whether she eats healthy food or smokes cigarettes, can change the baby's epigenetics for better or for worse. Remember, genes can be turned on or off. They are influenced by environment and your lifestyle. Genes are not your destiny. You are not controlled by your genes. As we have already said, lifestyle influences the outcomes of your baby. You have the power to shift the risk. What's going on in there? It's a question that many people ask. What happens in the womb? Should we care more about nature or nurture? Many mothers wonder how their choices and habits affect their babies. At one time, people believed that a baby in the womb grew according to a predestined genetic blueprint. That is, if a mother took reasonably good care of herself, her baby would develop according to that genetic blueprint. And since genes determined most growth, a mother's nurturing couldn't change much. In other words, nature was much more important than nurture when it came to prenatal development. However, research is now showing that a mother's nutrition, behavior, and feelings strongly influence how genes behave and affect the baby's growth. Research in the field of epigenetics shows that a baby's womb environment can set up a baby for health or disease for the rest of their life. What influences gene expression? Your body is constantly responding to your environment. What you eat, how you think, how you move, how you live, who you live with, where you live, all these things send signals to your genes. Several data suggest a direct association between prenatal early life stress, that is maternal depression and chronic stress, and the incidence of psychopathology and cognitive impairment in the baby. Essentially, the gestational environment acts as a powerful communication between a mother and her developing baby, where external factors act as instructions how the baby's genes work without changing the DNA itself. What a mother eats and the levels of stress she experiences can send signals that flip genetic switches. In summary, Stress, nutrients, endocrine disruptors, and other environmental factors such as medications, alcohol, or smoking produce changes in the global pattern of gene expression as well as hormonal imbalance and ultimately adverse effects on embryonic development. Epigenetics in pregnancy is something that you want to understand because it will help you know that your baby depends on maternal environment. These signals that occur in the body can influence how your baby develops in critical ways. It affects your baby's brain, metabolism, and immune system. Some of the changes that occur in pregnancy can remain for decades, making the child more vulnerable to certain diseases and/or passing them on to their offspring. A woman who is pregnant has 3 generations that are directly exposed to the same environmental conditions at the same time. This is called epigenetic inheritance. If a woman is carrying a daughter, it means she has a direct biological link where maternal health and the surroundings affect not only her daughter, but also her granddaughter or the unborn child. What this means is that your choices today impact not just your child, but your future generations to the 3rd generation. That is powerful and empowering, and it should help you make choices knowing that you're not just living for yourself or for your baby, but for your grandbaby too. Remember, it's never too early to begin making the changes and never too late. Just in case you find yourself pregnant today, you can still make changes, and those small changes will give you big wins. Because the Center for Disease Control explains that not all epigenetic changes are permanent. Some can be added and some can be removed in response to changes in behavior or environment. You do have an opportunity to interrupt any negative epigenetic changes even before they begin, just by changing the choices you make today. Some negative influences that you need to be aware of include poor diet, highly processed foods, highly salted foods, high-fat foods, high sugary foods, all these foods that are not natural, or chronic stress, environmental toxins, substance abuse, and lack of quality sleep. All these have negative influences on gene expression, and they increase the risk for complications during pregnancy. On the other hand, some positive influences that can support a healthy gene expression and improve outcomes include whole food nutrition, good stress management, regular movement, clean environment, and quality sleep. You don't need to make major changes or change everything overnight. You just need to know that small, consistent changes can create meaningful results over time. Create daily habits that matter, and remember, consistency over perfection is important. Let's talk a little bit about preconception health. According to the CDC, preconception health and healthcare focuses on health, taking steps now to protect the health of a baby in the future. A mom's habits and decisions can impact her pregnancy and possibly harm her baby. Therefore, preconception planning, which is the planning you do before you conceive, will give your baby the healthiest start possible. New insights into child development reveal that the healthier the mother is during pregnancy, the healthier her baby is likely to be as an infant, child, and even as an adult. Give your baby the healthiest start possible. Now you want to do that by taking your next step, which is scheduling a thorough preconception checkup with a member of your care team. This may be your healthcare provider, such as your family practitioner, your obstetrician, or a midwife. Getting a preconception dental checkup is also important. Entering your pregnancy with healthy gums and teeth is important for two reasons. One, pregnancy hormones can affect your mouth, making already sore gums sorer, and gingivitis or periodontal disease can cause harmful inflammation, biochemicals, and germs to enter your bloodstream and perhaps harm your pregnancy. Remember to see a specialist if you have a healthy condition. Now it's time for you to reflect. What is the one habit that you can improve today? What are the areas that need most attention in your life? The key takeaways for today as we bring this module to a close is that first, your genes are not fixed. Your lifestyle and environment influence how they are expressed. Secondly, your daily habits, what you eat, how you move, how you manage stress, how you live, all these send signals that can impact your baby's development. Third, this influence can extend beyond just one generation. Your choices today can affect your child and even your future generations. Most importantly, you have more control than you may think that you have. This is not about perfection. It's about making intentional, consistent choices that support your health and your future. As you move forward, we are going to take this understanding and turn it into practical steps that you can apply into your daily lives. Remember, what you do today shapes tomorrow. I want you to take a moment and really reflect on this idea that what you do today truly shapes your tomorrow. Epigenetics shows that your daily choices are not just affecting you in the moment. They are sending signals that can influence your future pregnancy and even your child's long-term health. But here is the encouraging part. You don't have to change everything all at once. This is not about a calling for perfection. It's about awareness and small, consistent choices in the right direction. That is exactly what we are going to focus on next. In the upcoming modules, we're going to break this down into practical everyday actions. How you live, how you move, how you think, what you eat, and the environment you create. So instead of just understanding the science, you will know exactly how to apply it. Let's move into the next module. And here are your next steps. Take a moment, be aware, be intentional, and determined to make consistent progress. Because each step you take builds toward a healthier outcome for you and your future baby. When you are ready, move on to the next module where we'll continue building on this foundation.